What's up, yarnies? Welcome to Fresh Fucking Rants. For fuck's sakes, knitting, whatever channel this is. Welcome to the Enchanted fucking Forest, all that good stuff. I'm a little shiny from painting strings. I'm just sitting here knitting a little bit, taking a little break. Thought I'd do a little YouTube. It's been crazy here. I went to Virginia, to Williamsburg, Virginia, had a Harry Potter event with the Flying Needles Yarn Shop. Susan, her whole staff, everybody that I met there were totally amazing. We had a blast. Yeah, the whole experience was very, very positive. Susan has a very warm and welcoming yarn shop, which is kind of one of my requirements. You will, if I can help it, never see my yarn in a bitch factory yarn shop. It has to be in a kind and welcoming environment, even though my yarns have F-bombs in them. They're meant to provoke the giggles, not to actually, I am not a fan of being a dick to anyone. So, I was happy to report that Susan is a fucking ray of sunshine. She's a delight. She's high energy. She's very excited. We had a really, really good time. Hopefully the customers all had a good time. Hopefully I've created some new relationships, some new friends. I like building bonds with people through yarn. So there's that. So on the heels of that, I was home a week and then a little over a week, and then right away had to turn around and go to another event in Rogersville, Missouri, to a shop owned by Lisa Ellison, who I adore, and was so thrilled to get to meet in person because we speak quite frequently. We've built a pretty good friendship over the last few years. So that was amazing. Her yarn shop is called One City Market. Her people were fabulous. I got to hook up again with some of my people, which was awesome. One of which, Vicky McLean, she ended up staying at the same hotel I was at, and I made her chauffeur my ass around, which was nice. And she knit me this gnome, which I knew that she was knitting for me, but I didn't know how awesome it would be. It's so cute. This is a Whimsical Wood yarn color, the hat, and her cute little body is knit with the color Dragon Drink, and her little braids are Harvest Poo. The only thing I think that isn't my yarn is his little nose and his little hands. So she's delightful, and I love her so much. She just kind of sits around here. I'm gonna make Vicky knit me all the things. I don't have a name for her yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with something awesome. So there's that. And then speaking of little cute knit things, this is my most recent little buddy, little knit narwhal, knit by my very good friend Ingrid, who also knit me, one of my cats wants in, knit me a little unicorn that is like half this size, but she's hanging out in one of my yarn bags because they usually kind of go places with me. But not this one. This one's sitting out right now, so thank you, Ingrid. Thank you, Vicky. I'm gonna let this cat in quick. And this is Tink. Or Tinkerbell. Tink is a knitting term. Tink, tink, tink. So we named her Tinkerbell. Her so little and wee. I'm tired. What a time. Anyway, so we had a blast at Rogersville, Missouri at One City Market. I can't wait to go back and hang out with Lisa. Yeah, so I'm behind. I'm tired, but what's new? Everyone's been pretty good about understanding that. I don't know if that's any better or not. I'm drinking my coffee. It's coffee talk. So the trunk show, after the trunk show in Missouri at One City Market, we did an after hours event called Apple Cider and Sass. So I did some sassy new sweary yarns for that. So why do my legs look so huge in this? Everything looks so big. I'm not really that big, but it's making me appear to be, that's all right. I did some new swearies, and the sweary website is fuckoffimeeting.com, which I closed up. I didn't shut it down or anything, but I was pretty overwhelmed with yarn shop orders and, wholesale orders and online orders that I needed a break from being bombarded on both sides, both the sweary and the non. So I chose to put the sweary one on vacation. You could still see what was up there, but you couldn't buy anything. So just the other day, I put the new yarns that I took to Missouri up there, and I'm knitting with them right now. I'll show you. I don't have a full skein of fresh fucking Rants. That's what this one's called. But here it is in a cake. Fresh fucking Rants. Puppy's gonna fall off my lap. All situated there, tiny tot. And this is what it looks like knit up. It's pretty cool. I'm sure it would do different things if you made socks. I'm making a sweater. And then you can see I've changed colors. I'm now knitting with, oh my dog. I'm now knitting with this green color or whatever. I need to adjust. And this one is called Congrats, you just made my shit list. And that's this color here. So after I get done with that color, I'm gonna go in with this color, which is called Fuck Yes. Because I say that a lot. And I'll follow it up with a skein of epic shit. These are all on my website. They are on single ply. Here's another one that doesn't have cuss words, actual cuss words in it, but it's still on the website. This one's called Caffeine and Cuss Words, just because, caffeine and cuss words. Y'all know how I like my coffee and my cuss words. This one is my personal favorite, and it's called Eat a Bag of Dicks. Because, it's that simple. So, those of you who are afraid of single ply, get over it. It's my favorite. I use a high twist single ply. It does not come apart on you. It does not split unless you split it. So you're the one in control of the needle. If you stick it in between the plies, it's going to split. If you pay attention and don't do that, it's not going to. I don't have any trouble with it because it's high twist. So that means it's twisted a lot and it doesn't come unplied. Oh my God, a bug. the mustard gas. It doesn't come unplied when you're knitting with it. There are yarns that do, for example, hedgehog sock, not single ply, but I hate it because it comes unplied as I'm knitting with it. Like it just splits right in part without me even putting the needle into it. It just falls apart and it pisses me off. So. Copy. I do love their skinny singles, which is a high twist single ply, just like my single ply. And if you need me to prove it, there she is. There is my stash of hedgehog skinny singles on the top shelf. And then down there we've got some DK, some sporty singles, which I'm not a huge fan of, but they're okay. I've got a little bit of DK down there and some alpaca DK. So there. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So there are the new single ply sweary yarns. Do not be afraid of single ply, please. Everything looks better on it. It feels nice. I mean, the only thing you wouldn't want to knit with it probably is socks. And while we're on the single ply topic, I have got a lot of the Harry Potter single ply here because most people are afraid of it. This is Badger. And this is Hufflepuff. So this is the color that would go for the Hufflepuff house. These are the two colors, both on single ply. Both beautiful. This is Hufflepuff on Pixie Toe sock. And I think the difference speaks for itself. But whatever. This is You're a Wizard, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. See how awesome that is? Single ply. This is the Sorting Hat. It's a little bit darker in realsies, but again, single ply. Invisibility Cloak. Single ply. Salazar Gray for Slytherin. That baby's on single ply too. Here it is on Pixie Toes, and again, it is much more awesome on the single ply. But everybody's been buying Pixie Toes or DK, so orders are backed up because I'm constantly having to dye. There's only one of me, but there is single ply just sitting here waiting to be loved. Quit being afraid of it. What else is new? I am rewriting my Bitchin' Brioche pattern because, well, the pattern is crap. It's crap. So here I started one. I tried to do a video, but it didn't turn out very good because I'm not set up to do videos here. And I don't really care to be because this whole video thing is not my gig. But the original pattern that's on Ravelry is free because it's shit. And it was just basically notes because I was teaching a class. So I thought it might be nice to rewrite the pattern so that it's actually user-friendly. I've added a provisional cast on for those that want to make the cowl version so that it's a seamless join when we're all done with it. Border stitches that help new knitters because the pattern is geared towards beginning brioche. People that have never done brioche. The edge stitches help keep the last yarn overs and wraps on so that, because a lot of times those get lost when there's nothing to trap them. I've also chosen to not use the traditional terminology. Instead of brioche knit one, brioche purl one, or bark and burp, or whatever the hell people call it, I've just chosen to make it as simple as possible, and I'm using, instead of like a brioche knit one or a bark, which I fucking hate that anyways, it's just slip one with yarn in front, yarn over, and knit two together, because that's what a brioche knit one is. Traditional patterns will tell you knit the stitch together with its wrap. The wrap is the fucking yarn over. Why confuse people with wraps and shit? So if you make it simple, slip one with yarn in front, yarn over, knit two together, boom, done. Instead of brioche knit one, because I think that a lot of people I've talked to, it just confuses them. So I'm going to have both. I'm going to have the knitting two together or purling two together, rather than bark and burp, brioche knit one, brioche purl one. And then I'm gonna list, then I'll rewrite it with the correct terminology. So people can look at it both ways, and beginning briochers can get used to doing the actual stitch without getting hung up on the terminology. Hopefully that's a good idea. Let's see. This is a new hat or new yarn. It's called Half-Assed, and it is pretty much all white all the way around the other side, as opposed to, let's see, now my hair's all fucked up. Normally ass hats, a plan pooling ass hat, because it's an ass way, if it was normal, this color here would be on the other side as well, but it's half-assed, so I half-assed it, and I dyed it specifically not to do that. So if you knit a plan pulling ass hat with it, which is supposed to be colors going this way straight up, but again, I decided to be funny and make it half-assed, so my colors kind of go in this lightning bolt effect. They're not straight up and down, and they're only on one side, because half-assed, it's like I didn't even fucking try. And then I topped it with this fluffy palm that I bought from Knitting Next Door in Ankeny, Iowa. So there's that. Half-assed is up on the website. What else do I have? I have other new sweary yarn up on the website too that is not single ply. Again, that I had taken to Rogersville, Missouri. This is not one of them. This is a color I did, which it's showing lighter on camera, but it's actually quite a bit darker. It's called Brandywine, but I fucked it up. Brandywine is supposed to be more purple, and I didn't do enough purple. So it's not on the website, it's just sitting here. And since it's here, I thought I'd show it to you. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I don't know if I'll keep it or I'll redo it or what the fuck's gonna happen, but let's see. Okay, here's Eat Crow Sock, which is essentially Pixie Toes sock. And this color is called I Just Bought More Yarn, What the Fuck Is Wrong With Me? And it's got fun little speckles. I normally don't do a whole lot of white bases with speckles, so I thought, meh, what the fuck. So this is, shit knitters say. I just bought more yarn. What the fuck is wrong with me? This one's a good one. It's called I Love My Yarn Stash More Than I Love My Fucking Husband. And it's hard to see. It's hard to see on camera, but this one's white. This one has like a pink tinge to it. This one has pink and brown speckles going through it. It's a very, very light pink tinge. The light is making it really hard to... Anyway. Here's one called Oh Fuck, I Dropped a Stitch. We all know how that is. That's got some pinky, purpley, and then a little bit of black going through it. This one's called It's Sweater Weather, Bitches. Because here in Iowa, in the Enchanted fucking Forest, it is definitely sweater weather. It's got some steel blue with some like mauve-y speckles going through it. This stupid camera doesn't. Here's a good one. This one's called Oh My God, Knit a Fucking Gauge Swatch. Ooh, look at those babies. Shit's falling down. This one's called I Have Too Much Fucking Yarn and No, You Can't Have Any of It. This one's funky. See the speckles in that one? Love it. The pictures on the website are sort of shitty. This one is one of my personal favorites. There we go. It's called No, I'm Not Gonna Clean This Messy House. I'm fucking knitting. Or I'm knitting for fuck's sakes or something. That one's on the website. There's another one called Fuck It, Frog in It. That one's on the website. I think there's one called, or I know there's one called How Many Whips Do I Have? Mind Your Fucking Business, because a lot of us have a lot of fucking whips and you don't, I don't know. I think that's basically all I have. Here's a skein of over-caffeinated ass. It's really pretty. There's caffeinated ass, over-caffeinated ass, and under-caffeinated ass. All those are on the website. I just did 2 new asses this morning. I think I'm going to put this baby back up on the website. This is not getting any ass. I just needed a break from not getting any ass because apparently a lot of you fuckers aren't getting any ass, and I couldn't sell enough not getting any ass, and it sort of burnt me out on it. This is cute ass, and it never turns out the same twice, so I took it off the website, but oh, fuck it, maybe I'll throw it back up there. I also did one called I Love My Asshole Kids, but I can't remember if I put that one on the website or not. Oh, here's a skein of... So we have, oh my god, knit a fucking gauge swatch, and then we have gauge swatch. Oh, just fuck you. And this one is pretty awesome. I love that orangey reddy up there. So yeah, we got a lot of good ones. There might be a couple I'm missing. I just don't have them right here. Oh, here's one. This one is called That Bitch Is Not Knitworthy. 'Cause 'tis the season for family and friends to think you're a knitting fucking machine and that you can just knit them whatever the fuck they want. It's like it gets cold out and everybody's like, oh hey, so-and-so knits. She can make us hats and mittens and scarves and sweaters and blah, 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 blah. Well, let me just say, most of the time, those motherfuckers are not knitworthy. But if you're like me, you'll cave and say, okay, and you can knit whatever in a skein of this. All right, so there are some of the new squarey yarns up on the website now. The pictures are shit, but trust me, they're pretty. Oh. Tinkerbell is still sleeping on my lap. Single ply, please don't be afraid of it. What's this? Oh, I knit Tinkerbell a sweater with my bulky weight, which is not on the website. I should probably put that up there. I probably won't. But this color is Warm Woolen Mittens. Isn't it pretty? Yes, it is. She wears the shit out of this, so it's a little bit beat up, but keeps her warm, and it's pretty. Oh, let me see. Here, I have to give a shout out to my friend Sharon Slinkard, I can't say her fucking name right. She knit me this very gorgeous and stunning wrap. It is the Suburban wrap from Joji Locatelli. She knit it with Scary Ass, which you can probably guess is the very bright, crazy one. And then 2 other yarns that I don't remember, but look how cool it is when it's striped with a different color. She told me what the yarns were, and I just cannot. They're not mine, and I can't remember, but I was so delighted to have this. She knows that Halloween is my favorite, and she even gave it to me in a Buffy the Vampire Slayer bag, so I could just hug her. She's one of my favorite people. So thank you, Sharon. She's also a really, really, really beautiful knitter. I gotta give a shout out to my friend Sally, who when we were in Virginia I got to meet, and she is one of my very, very, very favorite people. I haven't talked to her in a while because I've been busy, but I need to call her. She gave me this, and I fell in love with it, and I've been wearing it like nonstop. And I tried to hunt the pattern down, and tried to hunt the pattern down, and tried to hunt the pattern down, or the fabric down, and I just could not find it. So I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna draw my own zombie unicorn, and I did. I'll go get it to show you. Here we go. So I drew my own zombie unicorn, complete with skull, yarn ball, and knitting needles. So I will probably put this up, or upload this, or scan it, or something into, you can see it has shit on it from one of my daughters, to Spoonflower or somewhere, and get my own fabric and make some bags or something and sell them. I already dyed yarn to go with it. So there's that. And Tinkerbell, come here, Tink. My dog's up and awake, so I'll probably have to take her out. Tinkerbell, come here. Tinky, come here, little Tinky. Come here. What is that? Yeah. Okay, well, I have to cut the video short because Tinkerbell needs to go outside and go potty. Hugs and shit. I love all your faces, and I will see you next time.